is Penny Wolf, and I have a thrift haul to share with you today. If you haven't watched any of my other videos before, I sell on eBay. I've been selling on eBay for quite a few years, and I sell on Poshmark and the last few years. Anyhow, we'll get right on with the haul. The first item here is some pajama bottoms. And I do sell some lingerie and pajama bottoms, and these are Victoria's Secret. I don't pick up all Victoria's Secret stuff, but for some reason, their pajama bottoms usually sell. These are kind of more of a summer, and there's like a floral print. They're lavender. And I'd say between maybe $10 and $15 on those. And lingerie does sell. The next item is a Staring at Stars, which is an anthropology. I don't pick up all anthropology in the last few years. It doesn't sell as quickly as for as much money. Do your comps before you pick it up, but this is a beautiful open front cardigan sweater. I don't come across Staring at Stars that often. I love the name of it. I love stars. But anyways, I don't know. I haven't done comps on this. This could go anywhere, I would say, and I know it's quite a range, but between 10 and 30 maybe. This may have to go priority, and on eBay, I charge for shipping. That's what the logo looks like there, or the tag. And anyways, I will be charging separate for shipping. They may have to go priority. This, I think I looked it up in the store, and now I don't remember what it was. It's Sylvia Novelli. It's Sylvia, and then it's Novelli, and out of Italy. And it was, they wanted like $10, and that was too much to pay. I waited till it went to $1 for that color tag, and I got it. I don't remember what the comps were on this, though. I really can't say. I'll have to look it up again. But I thought, you know, with it being a cardigan sweater, you got to watch it, because sometimes, yes, made in Italy, a lot of times will be your higher-end stuff, but not always, especially in men. Really look up the stuff before you pay a lot of money for it. This was brand new with tags, or I wouldn't have purchased this. This is an H&M, and it's actually really cute. It is adorable little velvet dress. It has like a keyhole cut out rear, but for the holidays coming up, isn't it? It's really actually quite pretty. Really should think about keeping it, maybe. I don't know, but anyhow, it's very pretty. I'll probably go ahead and sell it. Otherwise, I don't pick up very much. Well, actually, it's divided by H&M. It doesn't say how much it was brand new. Some pieces can sell of that brand, but some don't sell that great. I don't pick up divided any other time, and not hardly any H&M. I haven't done a lot of comps on them, but you know, I don't think it sells for that much. But brand new with tags, I bought that. That might sell between $10 and $20. This is a Brooks Brothers size 12. And this is a woman's. Brooks Brothers is more of like your preppy brand, and it's a little bit more mature brand, and it's been popular in the men's line. But they do make women's, and their stuff does sell, but it seems like it takes a little longer to sell. And this will sell probably between $10 and $20. But this is, they have a couple different lines. This is one of them. This is the 346. There's the 1818, and I think there's a Brooks Brother. It's called something like, I think like, might be like a red label or something like that, even though the label's not that color. I don't know, and that's supposed to be worth more money. This is Lula's, and I was watching one of the other thrifters, and she says, you know, the dresses of this brand was like one of her top ones, and she's a big-time seller on Posh. However, I have 3 dresses listed right now, and I haven't sold any of them. I really don't know, and they didn't sell for a lot of money. I kind of questioned it, but I thought I'd pick this up. I got it for $1. It is a bodysuit. Bodysuits sell for some reason. Not always, but, you know, the majority of the time, but that's Lula's. And anyways, I thought I'd give it a try for $1. I don't know. It's really actually kind of cute. It's got the zipper on there. This is a Lily Pulitzer, and I'd seen it at the store, and they wanted $12.99. I did not buy it till it finally went to $1. I didn't even get it half off. It seemed like there was a spot on it somewhere. I'll have to lay it flat. Oh, there is. There's some spots on the rear. One thing when you're thrifting and or even when you're listing, sometimes when you hold the material, you know, the item up this way, you don't always see the spots. But I tell you what, if you lay it flat on like a table or something, you lay it flat, or if you're at the thrift store, lay it flat on your cart like this, you'll see the spots a lot easier. It's a good way, you know, to find the spots. Lily Pulitzer is still a good, you know, brand to sell, especially the dresses that are like the pinks and the greens. but this does have some spots on the rear. I will still list it, and I'll note those spots. They're on the rear. That's kind of a bummer. I don't know. I think this is cotton. It kind of feels like it. This I'm pretty sure is vintage. And vintage Laura Ashley could be worth a lot of money. I had one dress that sold, I don't remember how much it sold for. I had it listed for a long, quite a long time. They sell like between $50 and $80, but this is a really cute sailor dress. It's a little faded, and I will note that. But this is it. Laura Ashley, if you find the vintage Laura Ashley, this is a really good one to pick up. And a lot of times you'll know that it's the vintage or whatever because it'll have like the US size and maybe like the UER or whatever size or something like that. I haven't looked comps on this, but that other dress, it was beautiful. It was full length floral, and it sold for quite a bit of money. And I paid, what did I pay for this? Oh, I got that at the other store, and I can't, this might have been the color of the week. I might have got that for $1. If not, it would have been half off, like $3.50. This is Victoria's Secret Pink, and I don't pick up a lot of their stuff, but their big spell out stuff still sells. This is on the rear. This is actually more of like a, it's actually more of like a sweater or sweatshirt material, and it's the Victoria's Secret Pink line, and I did pick this up. I don't know. I do list it both on eBay and Posh, and it could go maybe like $10, $20, but I wouldn't have paid $5.99 for this. What color was the tag of the week at Salvation? Oh, I don't know what happened there. Maybe I did. I know, I can't imagine paying. I don't know. I might have got this at the 30 or 25% off, and if I did, that was kind of a lot to pay for that. I don't know. I might have messed up on that. This is Lisa Todd, and I looked up in the store, and now I forgot how much they go for, but it's an expensive line. I think this is a wool, and I don't remember, but it's probably between 20 and 50. I know it's a big range, but I can't remember now what it was. I'll have to look it up again, but it's Lisa Todd. If you come across that, look up comps. That's a great one to pick up. And remember, when you're out buying the clothing and things like that, if you're going to be a clothing seller, it's all a lot of times about volume. The more you list every single day on eBay, the more you're going to sell every day on eBay. And you got to do it consistently. Your bread and butter brands make up for a big portion of it. Maybe you're only making $10, $15 profit. It adds up, and that's where a lot of the money is. Now, it is nice to find some of these. Let's say if this is worth like, you know, between 30 and 50, and I only paid $4.99, that's a really great return on investment. But it may take a little bit longer to find that buyer for 30 or 50 as it would be for something that's selling for $10 or $15 of a brand that's, you know, not as high end. But some high-end brands, when you do buy them, they sell right away. But that's just something to think about, you know, because you need volume. And this is Pixley, and I was pretty sure, I don't know if this is an Anthropologie or not, but it seems like this sold. I didn't take the time to look it up at the store. And how come this has a different color tag? Unless I paid $2 for it. But it's an open front cardigan. It's Pixley. And anyways, the color I thought was really cool. It's not quite as bright as what it shows on the cell phone camera, but it's almost like a waffle, almost like a thermal kind of you know, let's kind of open it material. And I don't know, you know, between $10 and $20. Oh, that's the Lisa Todd. We already did that. This is Logo, and I've been starting to not pick up as much Logo because it used to be a really great seller on eBay. And I've noticed now that it kind of sits. It doesn't move very quickly or suffers very much. You're going to want to watch how much you pay for it. You know what? Some of these must be from the week before. I must have got these for $1 because they're a different color tag. It had to have been because I got too many that are purple. I wouldn't have paid half off. Anyways, this is a sweater, and it's got little pockets here, but it's Lori Goldstein Logo. And I would say this is going to sell probably easier, quicker on eBay. Sometimes I do list, you know, them on Poshmark. I don't list everything on Poshmark. Only things that I think will sell over there. That's a little bit younger, trendier site. Not that some of the, you know, the basic, you know, traditional, you know, more mature brands don't sell over there. But as a rule, the trendier ones, you know, I'll sell. And you know, I had a lot of listings over there, but it's like, if you're sharing that closet every day, that's a lot of work, you know, whether you're doing it on your phone, it's hard on your hands, or on the computer, it takes a lot of time. So I kind of have been listing everything on eBay and only some stuff on Poshmark. It all depends on your business model and what you want to do. Some people only sell on Poshmark. This is Mountain Hardwear, and this is an excellent brand to pick up. This is actually a women's. They don't sell for quite as much as the men's do, but some of the pieces can be worth quite a bit of money. This, I don't know. This is probably be $10 and $25, but it's Mountain. I'll hold it up there. That is Mountain Hardwear. Now, don't get it confused with, there's, I think, a Mountain Warehouse. That's not it. You want to make sure it's Mountain Hardwear, and it's always got like kind of that, I think it looks like a little bolt there, you know, whatever. But anyways, it's more of an outdoorsy brand, and this is a really nice top. I don't know, like I said, 10 to 25 on that. This is a suit supply. This is the first time I've ever come across one. It's a men's shirt, and I know that some of their suits, believe it or not, this was a brand that sold for a little bit of money. I don't know if it was trendy or what, and it kind of looks like it would be, because this looks really kind of more trendy. See how it's kind of like the bolder stripe? It's a really, really nice shirt. I don't know what comps will be on this because I haven't looked it up yet. And anyways, I must have got this for like $2 or $3, and this is called Egyptian cotton. And anyhow, it'll be interesting and fun to do comps on that. And anyways, I know it's kind of hard to see that, but it's Suit Supply. And one of the other resellers that I watched that does men's high-end, I know that was a brand that he sold, and I picked it up because I always think of, when I hear Suit Supply, I think of men's wear, what was it called? Like Men's Suit Warehouse or whatever it was. And I always thought maybe that was, you know, wasn't as expensive. However, some of those could be, but that surprised me with that name. And but yeah, that was worth picking up. This is a cool KUHL, and this I pick up no matter what I find, if it's men or women's. It's more of an outdoor brand, and this is more just like of a casual shirt. They make pants though, and their jackets and their sweatshirts. Pretty sure they make coats and jackets. But and this is a hood. It's a hoodie. Isn't that cool? But that's what it looks like there. And I'd say, without looking it up, between $10 and $25. This I picked up because this brand does sell, I think it must be more of an older brand. It's David Brooks, and this is 100% Italian merino wool, and it's a very beautiful cardigan. It's actually got some fringe on it, and it's interesting because it's only got fringe on the one side here, and it's got a button. Oh, it must go like this. It comes up across here, and it's got a really neat button to it. It kind of goes like that. And I haven't done comps on this, but right now merino wool is really selling. I've been selling quite a few pieces, and it's only August. But in the J. Crew and stuff, and like their cardigans, the merino wool has been selling quite quickly. And but that's the name of this here. And I don't know on comps on this. It could be 10 to 35. But and then if you find segments merino wool, they look like the long sleeve t-shirts. Those always usually sell pretty quickly. Anyhow, I kind of just did a quick video today, and hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you could do me a favor and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it very much. And push the thumbs up. May you have many prosperous sales. Have a blessed day. Thank you.